Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey. I'm Deanna, and today we are continuing with part 6 of the 101 Maple Street. It's by Ann Sutton of Bunny Hill Designs, and today we are doing Fox Hill. These are the backgrounds that I've chosen. Also, throughout the quilt, I will be using these two fabrics for the squirrel and the fox. This is part of the fox. I'm also going to use part of this for the fox. These are my acorn fabrics. And then of course some black for the eyes and nose. So let me get the background cut up. If you want to know more about the pattern, the fabrics, how to make the bias tape, the heat and bond, etc., you'll need to watch video 1. We have all of that on there so that these videos could be short. We have our packet all ready to go. So once I get the background put together, we'll be able to get started on that. And I don't believe there's any embroidery this time or pre-stitching. We can just go straight to ironing on the pieces and then to applique. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, I've made a few changes. I had more of this background than the other one, so I used this because it was such a big piece. And then I changed to this green with the bunnies because it matched this better. So let me get this sewn together and then I will see you in a moment. Okay, I've got the background put together. There is the bottom and the top. I need to turn it around for me. I did originally I said this was going to be part of the background. I forgot that it was an applique because it's just a large piece. That's the grassy hill, so we're going to put that on first. Okay. Okay, and then I have the eyes and nose. Put the nose there. Actually, I can put the nose there. Make sure it's just the solid black. Okay, and then I've got this for the stems of the acorn, which I forgot to pick out. Okay, for the body of the fox, I'm going to use this one. And only the body gets this fabric. The bottom of the tail and the face will get this fabric. And I'm going to use this for the breast and ears. Let's see, maybe I can do an ear that way. And, oh no, wait. I have to make sure which direction it's going. There's a right and a left ear. And then this for the cheeks. And the top of the tail. And there is a left and right cheek. Okay, so let me get those cut up and I will be back. Okay, I got all the applique pieces cut out and put this, and I realized I should have put this on here before I sewed those together. So I took this off. I'm going to iron this on and then I'll sew that piece back on. I'm only going to iron up to here though, because I think I have to stick the fox underneath. Okay, so now I'm going to sew this back up and I'll be back. Okay, I've got that taken care of. It's got a nice pretty edge. Now we can start putting the fox on. We've got his body. I'm going to center that. This is the breast. And then I can put on his face and the cheeks. The ears. I like how the ears came out with the fabric. I think I'd better hurry and iron that on. Okay, I've already pulled all the pieces out, or the papers off the back. And put the eyes on. Okay. Put the tail. Okay, the fox is on there. And then the acorns go like this. I could have moved the fox over. I suppose I still could. I think I'll just leave it though. maybe. No, I'm going to move him. Move him over a little bit more. So that this is centered instead of this. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Finish off the acorns. Okay, now we should applique. Okay, I'm going to do the whole fox in brown and the acorns in that plum. And the grass in green. And I need to put my sewing machine on zigzag. A width of 1.8 and a length of 80. Okay, this didn't catch real good here, so I'm going to go over it again. Okay, that's how I'm going to do the acorns and the grass, and I will be back when it's done. Okay, fox heel is all finished. Now I'm going to attach it to the other 2 blocks. This is actually in the middle of a row. For some reason, the book had us do the block that would be next first. So now I'm able to put this in a row, and I will show that to you in a minute. Okay, I've got it all put together. There were a few issues. All 3 of my blocks along here were all different sizes instead of the same size. This one was a whole inch shorter, so I took this piece off and I replaced with one that was an inch wider. And then when I went to do this one, it was, well, that's an inch. Also, so I just put a coping strip there because I didn't want to redo 2 pieces. So that made them all the same length. I do not have the room to show you the whole thing at once. So there you go. Oh, I keep thinking those are threads and it's just a design in the fabric. Next time, we are going to start some longer, taller blocks. Tall this way, but the same width that way. And I'll have to see if my embroidery part of my machine works. If not, I had some trouble with it recently. I'm going to have to do this by hand, the 101, because I do want that in there. So we've got 3 more blocks and then the borders. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Nana's Journey.